Yes, people. So today I'm going to talk to you about the 3 crossing ability that you must have in your locker if you want to be a successful fullback in today's modern game. Now, the reason why I say fullback as opposed to wingers is in the top flight football in the Premier League, majority of the clubs like the Arsenals, the Chelseas, the Cities, the Brightons, the style of football that they play is more European style based, where crossing and today's game, the way that it's so possession dominant, is looked at as a turnover. So if you're going to cross the ball as a winger, you got to have the target at hand, like what Martinelli did to be able to set up Gabriel Jesus for the header, stuff like that. Before, as a winger, your whole game was just to beat the man and have like 10, 15 crosses in a game. That'd be good actually. 10 crosses is probably pushing it, but have 10 crosses and say, okay, let's do 4 or 5 crosses and a half. That's probably one of the targets you can get away with having a good game, as long as you're supplying the ball. In today's game now, wingers have been demanded to do more than just put the ball in the box. Now you have to be able to create scoring chances for yourself to score. So primarily malfunction now of the wingers, and I say malfunction, is to now score goals. The game's changed where you can now just beat a man and cross the ball in. You've got to be able now to score goals. So that's why you see nowadays wingers are not being set up in that way to just go to the byline and do the 3. They're more or less coming inside and just shoot to create goals for themselves, to add to the goals tally. So basically play with 3 forwards. So wingers, if you look at the Premier League this season, Trippier is the number 1 player in the Premier League with the most crosses supplied. Then it goes down to other fullbacks as well. I think Trent's up there. I think Elise is up there as well for Palace. So yeah, these are the 3 crosses you need to have in your locker as a fullback. Number 1, you need to have the floating cross. Floating crosses are great because it causes the fullback and the defenders and the goalkeepers to come out to say, come out, stay. It causes communication. It causes goalkeepers to come out and say, do I need to come out, should I stay on the line? And I love floating crosses. Number 2 is cutbacks. Can't get any wrong with cutbacks. If you can cut back the ball, listen, you could do that pass without even looking at that. If you drive to the byline and do a cutback, you should have somebody come run into the box. Cutbacks is beautiful for centre midfielders who love to get goals and crash into the box. That's very, very essential skill to have. And the 3rd hardest one for me is the driven cross, flashing across the 6-yard box. That was the hardest technique to do because that one requires pace. It's the way that you got to hook the foot around the ball in order for it not to come out of the stadium. That's probably the hardest technical skill to do. So as I said before, these are essential for you to play fullback in today's game. Do you need to have this on your locker to be able to play as a professional footballer, as a winger? No, because like I said before, you as a winger now, your more or less priority now is to score goals and assist. And so if you're just going to be just kicking the ball in the box for the sake of doing it, they can see it as a turnover. That's why people like Reece Nelson, as I said before, his style of play doesn't suit Arsenal. He was suited Newcastle. People like Martinelli and Saka, the way they play, it suits Arsenal style. They don't like to cross the ball into the box, and they will never do so as much as they have been done in the recent years, because obviously the type of strikers they have. So let me know what you think in the comment section, and let's go.